trying the most expensive bakeries in the UK. Now, I think this is the first baked goods dedicated video that we have checked out here on the channel. We've done a lot of food review videos, and we've seen some baked goods in there, but I personally love to cook. So baking, though, I'm absolute dog shit at. I can't do it. I usually leave that to my wife, and then I do the cooking. But nonetheless, this one is coming from Hannah Ricketts. First time featured on the channel. Let's check out and see what's going on with expensive bakeries in the UK.
Well, hello guys. Today we are checking out the most expensive.
Is that like a US embassy right there? Why is there an American flag here? Oh, what the hell? All right, let's keep going. This is the fastest pause I think I've ever done in a video. Okay, we do have about 5 British flags over here, Union Jacks, and then 1 American. I'm not too sure why. Maybe it's a restaurant or something.
Bakeries in England. My gosh, I'm a bit worried about the budget on this one. And the first one, you may recognize the building. We're at Claridge's. They are also testing these Waymo things. Are they going to work? Who knows? But yes, Claridge's has got a very fancy bakery. But down the side of the hotel, along with a zillion line bikes, my gosh, what a mess. We have got the new-ish Claridge's bakery. Let's have a look. Oh, this looks cozy. Wait for it, this is the cheapest one we're going to, but you have got a selection of different breads there. £6, £7, Marmite cheese straw for £4.
Oh, this is really
Scotch
affordable.
egg for £6. We're gonna get a couple of things at each places, and even look at these sweet treats. An iced finger for £4. My gosh, they're usually about £1 in Tesco, aren't they, for a whole tray? Anyway, Bakewell tart, I think that is a showstopper for £5. All right, aesthetic-wise, we're by the bins, which isn't necessarily the most glorious of events.
Nice. Place looks really nice, but the prices seem like fairly affordable.
They've got quite the selection in here. It is afternoon when I've popped in. We've got French fancies. They've got raspberry chocolate and yuzu with an elderflower mousse. Gonna have to get one of those. A walnut whip. Ooh, giving M&S a run for their money. Bakewell tarts for £5. Iced fingers £4.
An iced finger? These just look. I know that I would assume that they're different, but for me, this looks like a maple bar. Kind of like a donut that we have here in the States. Interesting. All of it looks really, really good though.
Belgian tart, lardy cake, and fruit turnover. I'm definitely gonna have to get one of that. But the presentation here is.
I don't think I've
really
ever had a single one of these.
Malted milk tart, £6. Yeah, I really like the aesthetic in here, but there is no seating.
Goods secured. Yeah, the only thing is there's nowhere to sit, and it is a bit by the bins, which isn't too exciting. Oh, I like all the branding. I really like the font, but yes.
Yeah,
Treats
it looks
secured. Good. Let's start with the sweet treat. Okay, first up, I want to try the Jammy Dodger tart. This was £5, and I feel like I'm only aware of this.
I guess that would be, yeah, close to $6 in US. Yeah, I wouldn't call it too expensive. It's fairly similar to some of the sweet treats, or I guess not baked goods that we have here.
Because of the lovely Harrison Webb, who came here when it opened and was gushing about this. I think this is what he liked. Don't have any cutlery. I feel like maybe there should be some knives, but this looks absolutely stunning.
Bite straight into that thing.
Half, £5. How much is a pack of Jammy Dodgers these days? I feel like are they about 80p?
Jammy Dodgers?
There is loads of the raspberry filling in it.
Oh, wow.
Right. It's definitely not as sweet as I thought it was gonna be. It's got like a nice crisp to it. The raspberry filling is actually quite tart. It's a little bit more tangy than I thought it was going to be. I do like the powdered sugar on the top. I think that makes a difference. But yeah, it's quite nice. I think the biscuity base on it is really quite lovely. A nice kind of squidginess to the biscuit inside. 10 times better if it was slightly warm, in my opinion. Does it feel like a Jammy Dodger? I think the shortcake in it is lovely. I do like the crisp on the outside. I think it would be better as 2 pieces, like a sandwich, like a traditional Jammy Dodger, in my personal opinion. I think I quite like it when it's more of a sandwich.
A Jammy Dodger. You know what that... Some of these names, it's hilarious. I don't know why it makes me think of Budgie Smuggler, which is an Australian bathing suit Speedo, but Jammy Dodger kind of sounds somewhat similar.
Element rather than just a little topping with the shortbread there. £5, is it worth it? I think it's nice. Out of 10, I'd probably give it like a 7.5. I don't know, maybe I need to come first thing in the morning when they're fresh. I think this was the last one. I have never seen a Bakewell tart look like this.
Wow.
Have you? I like a Mr. Kipling, but we've got beautiful baked short crust pastry. This looks absolutely lovely.
It looks perfect.
It might be exactly the same. I've got a little bit left of that one. Maybe? I think they might be the same base, potentially. Right, I'm gonna break into it. Let's see if this comes out on camera. Oh, she's soft in the middle. What have we got here? Again, £5. Is this going to be the same filling as the...
Yeah, it kind of looks like the exact... I wonder if they taste almost identical. I don't know. I'm sure it might have a different filling. That looks like the same color, though. Let's go back. Look at that. Yeah, it almost looks like it's the same filling.
It might be exactly the same. I've got a little bit left of that one. Maybe? I think they might be the same base, potentially. Right, I'm going to break into it. Let's see if this comes out on camera. Oh, she's soft in the middle. What have we got here? Again, £5. Is this going to be the same filling as the other one? So I like the icing on the top. I do feel like the icing on the top is cherry flavoured, which is needed because I do miss the glacier cherry with this one. But the filling, potentially, that's a really loud... We're going to hear lots of loud, posh cars in the background. I feel like it might be exactly the same filling as the jammy tart.
Yeah,
but
I think so.
Is it worth it?
Just
That's
from the
very
looks of it.
debatable, let's be honest, but I prefer this one. Next up, we have this apple turnover, which is so crispy. Traditionally, I guess the ones that I'm used to, they have a lot of kind of like sugar on the top. But again, this was £5.
This is 100% what I would order. I love apples.
I forgot filming around here. There was so much construction, so apologies if there's noise in the background. But anyway, let's give this a bite. That sugary glaze on the bottom and a little bit on the top is totally divine. I'm not sure if this is where the apple, it's kind of like leaked out in the bake, is gorgeous. I love that. And then you've got the lovely little flaky layers. There's not much apple in it. Let's give it
Yeah, a little bit of filling on the inside.
I think for £5, there should be a little bit more filling in there, potentially. Layers of the bake is nice.
I'll be honest, when it said the most expensive bakeries, I was really imagining like £30 for like one little pastry. Maybe we'll get there. I think she's going to go to some other places, but yeah, I'm not too sure. Maybe everything's just overpriced here as well. So anytime I go out to any local bakery or store that has baked goods, sometimes it's kind of weird. Our butchers will have like an area that's set up for locally baked goods, and the prices can get pretty crazy.
A little bit on the dry side, potentially, because it is the afternoon, but either way, they should be keeping them fresh. But I like the little bits of sugar. This was £4. You can buy multiple packs of Mr. Kipling, so I'm hoping this is good. This was yuzu with an elderflower mousse. Yeah, £4. Let's go for it.
A French fancy.
Wow, that is not what I expected. You have got a real crunch with the white chocolate. I assume around the outside is absolutely gorgeous. You've only got a little bit of sponge in there, and then you've got a little like jelly on the top. We'll have to have a bite of that.
Is that like lemon jelly on the top?
Not necessarily the easiest thing to eat on a park bench. The cream is yuzu. Oh my gosh, this is falling apart. And the little jelly on the top was elderflower. Wow. That's amazing. Hold on, I need to eat.
It almost looks like fudge on the inside.
This is amazing. I would give that 9.5. The crunch of the white chocolate is insane.
Maybe it's worth it.
Also, I need to get 3 fillings next week, so let's go out with a bang. In my defense, 2 of the fillings are like getting fixed, and then 1 is a new one. That's just on one side. I love sugar. What can I say? Next up, we have something very warm and savoury. 2 sausage rolls, £14. I didn't buy 2. Guys, I've been double charged for sausage rolls. There's 7.
I cannot wait to try a sausage roll. We've ever since I saw them at Greg's, and I know Greg's is kind of like a quick spot. You kind of go into a chain restaurant. This is probably tastes better than what you would get at Greg's, but ever since I've seen these, I am so curious to try them because like 2 of my favorite things, which is pastries and sausage.
£1. That's 1 sausage roll. Oh, for goodness sake, that's really annoying. Never mind. That is 1 very big sausage roll. £7, but technically I paid 14. I'm sure if I go back, would they give me a refund? I'm not sure. This is huge. It's a little very, very, very greasy on the bottom, but it has been in there for a little bit. Anyway, let's take a bite. Now, the flaky pastry is absolutely gorgeous. Probably one of my favorites.
Oh, wow.
They melt in the mouth. Nice with the little seeds on the top, actually, although they'll get stuck in my teeth. Really lovely. Feels like you get like some really good quality meat. The only thing for me is it seems very, very, very
dry?
fatty, the pork meat in it. Some people will be fine like that. Some people will like it a little bit more kind of ground up, so it's a bit of a smoother sausage. But the flavour's nice, but very, very greasy for my personal liking. But that flaky pastry is lovely. Is it worth £7? Not sure. Definitely not.
What kind of seeds are these on the top of it? Are these like poppy seeds? maybe?
14. Yeah, I think the consistency of the pork just isn't for me. I think it is a bit too chunky and it looks incredibly fatty, which some people may like. So the pastry is absolutely stunning. But yeah, I think for me, the kind of pork element of it being a little bit lumpy, it's a bit fragrant actually. I think I'd give that like a 6.5 out of 10, 7 quid.
Okay,
14
I was gonna say
quiddies.
7.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna drink my ginger beer and then we'll off it to the next one. Overall, I think I'll give it a 7.7 out of 10. I did get myself a drink and I paid twice for a sausage roll. So this is how much it was: £38. Do you think that is worth it? Obviously.
You just gotta walk back in there and be like, I paid for 2 sausage rolls. Can I get another one? I don't think I would ask for a refund. I'd be like, sorry, I paid for 2. Can I just get one more?
It's meant to be 31. Oh, anyway, that was the cheapest one. Let's head on to the next. Okay,
this is the cheapest one.
£38 into the day. Next, we are off to the Connaught, the hotel. But next to it, they have got a very, very expensive bakery. We're going up a tier here. Has anyone watched my review? You probably have. Wonderful hotel, both Claridge's and the Connaught. Let's head on down here. Oh, it's very quiet down here. But yes, we're going to Nicolas Rouzaud. I'm not going to pronounce that right. Apologies in advance. But this place is bougie. And you may recognize it because I used to show you this place all the time.
All right, we have scones for £5.50.
Looks really nice in here.
Oh, look at these. And then these are absolutely stunning. Beetroot and feta cheese tartlet, £14 or £17 to eat in. Roasted veal focaccia, £14.
Wait, roast veal focaccia for £14. Oh, I would have to buy one of these. Look at this one. It's a fucking dog.
The Connaught Hound. I have had this before in a very long time ago, 17 quid. Oh, look at these. These are incredible. Gonna get a sweet treat and I think a croissant.
Wow. These all look absolutely insane. Okay, this is what I had in mind.
These signature and I don't know what that is. £14. Pecan tart, lemon, tonka tartlet. Oh, these are so stunning.
That lemon one?
Now we're in the £14 cake price point. And then they have got some other baked goods. Oh, let's try a croissant. Look at that pistachio chocolate marble cake. 28 quid. Looks like it's got gold leaf on the top. Wow. They've got some Connaught tea tins for £15. Dog treats for £6. And their own jam for £12.
Dog treats for £6.
£8 granola. Wow.
The bags are getting posher.
I have a question. Somebody let me know in the comments below. I don't think I've ever had this covered out of all of the footage and videos that I've seen. Why is it quid? Because sometimes she says pounds, but other times she says quid. And I know a lot of people say quid all the time. So somebody let me know, is it just another term of saying pound? You just say quid. And this, I don't know, I might be getting roasted right now in the comments because of my lack of knowledge on this, but I just honestly don't know.
The lady said it's pronounced Nicolas Rouzaud. I think I'm saying that right, Brazil? Well, that certainly is a step up from Claridge's. My gosh. Also, the lady in there was really sweet. It was mega busy, but yeah, you can sit in.
Yeah, look at the bag.
Oh
Looks like you just shopped at Tiffany's.
Right, let's start off with the croissant. The croissant was actually, dare I say, only £3.75. I like the little bag. Again, with the branding, they've really stepped up. I mean, I like Greg's, let's be honest. Maybe we'll do some more reasonably priced things in the future, but yeah, this croissant has got an absolutely stunning little glaze to it. Very light and airy. Little being the strong word. Is it a little bit on the small side?
Is it just me, or do these ones look smaller than the ones that we've seen in France? I'm not too sure. Maybe I could be wrong, but this one seems just like the size is off a little bit. I don't know.
Oh God, the birds are gonna love me. Also, shout out to the dog that came past me and ate all the flaky pastry off the floor. Ooh, I do love a croissant. Almond croissants are my favorite. They didn't have almond. Right. Buttery, flaky, light and airy in the inside. And this is going to be a true test of these because it is afternoon when I'm filming this. I think I already said I was at work. What can you do? Some of the places do close at 4 o'clock. So what does it taste like at the end of the day? Wow, 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 wow. This is absolutely impeccable. One of the best croissants I've ever had. It would have been nice if it was a little bit warm, but hey, c'est la vie. But those layers are stunning. The crunch on the outside, nice and light and airy.
Yeah, look at that layer on the inside.
9.5.
I can tell you the ones that we get at Costco do not look like that.
On reflection, I think my tooth does hurt. So I think maybe, yeah, the 3, I booked it in, but my 3 fillings are needed. Fillings are really expensive now. I think I thought they were like 100 quid. Actually, I shouldn't say that because I feel like all the Americans in the comments are going to be like, 3 white fillings is 10 grand. Anyway.
No, not at all. I've gotten fillings before. They're not bad. Maybe like $150, but 110 quid. It's kind of about the same. Yeah. You'd be surprised. Actual dentistry work in the States doesn't really compare to how expensive healthcare is. Like healthcare, of course, we're notorious for it. It's extremely expensive. Everybody knows. Dentists, though, really not that bad. Like nobody owns dental insurance here. Of course, some do, but most people don't because they don't cover a lot. And if you just pay cash, it's typically not horrible unless you're getting something major going on.
Let's be honest.
It comes in a box.
Oh my gosh, it's like embossed. This is possibly the most stunning savory item I have ever bought in my life. This was £14.
Yeah,
this
that
is
looks
the beetroot
crazy.
And feta tartlet. It's a good stage name, isn't it? It comes on a little card. I don't think I filmed that in the B-roll. It's even got the little branding. Look at that in the corner.
You know how good this looks is that I don't even like beetroot, but I would eat this.
Can you see that? That is bougie. Yeah, there's no cutlery. So, okay, so on the bottom, you've got a layer of beetroot. But yeah, you've got loads of different pickled things on the top.
There's the beetroot. Okay.
Beetroot base, lumps of beautiful soft batter. This
that
is
looks
lovely.
phenomenal.
I think there's a little sprigs of mint on them. Yeah, that beetroot base is a really nice kind of idea to have that as a soft kind of squidgy foundation. It's got a little bit of a tang to it, some different onions. We've even got, is that a bit of a clementine there? I think it might be. It's a little bit of kind of sweetness to it, but with the feta, I think the feta tastes fantastic. Obviously, it's an amazing quality feta. But yeah, very savory, but the little kind of bit of fruit on it and the mint really has a nice kick to it. I'd probably give that, I mean, it's 14 quid. Again, I'd probably give that like a 9 out of 10.
A 9.
Really something
I was going to
special.
say a 9.
Very messy, so don't mind all the food on my face. Also, how cute is this park? I feel like I've filmed an advert in here before. Very pretty. Oh,
yeah, that is gorgeous.
But we have got the Connaught raspberry tart, 14 quid again on a beautiful card. Looks like it's got some lovely cream on it. I have a feeling that maybe this is a bigger version of the mini one that you get when you stay at the Connaught. I don't know, I feel like I visually recognise it, but maybe it's because I've been past here and dreamt of these cakes before. I never take pictures of anything. Why do I keep forgetting to take pictures? Anyway, let's tuck in.
It's pretty big.
Okay. That cream is incredible. Oh my gosh,
9.5.
What a gorgeous creamy flavour. It's got, I think, a little bit of vanilla. I think there's a little vanilla pods in there within the cream. Oh my gosh, I just want to spread that on everything that I do in life. You've got the lovely short crust base. Gorgeous, a lot nicer than the Claridge one, a lot more crumblier, creamier, in my opinion. You've then got this other layer. I'm not totally sure what this is, but it's absolutely stunning. Adds a real gorgeous sweetness to it. Then you've got almost a little bit of a sponge on the next layer. There was no description, apologies. And then you've got the raspberry jam. Then you've got the cream, and then the beautiful raspberries, which have then got a little squidge of something. It's on my nose. What can you do? Wow. Wow. Oh, yeah, look at those layers. They're really defined there. With my teeth marks, don't mind. So one of
What's
these
underneath
raspberries.
it? Did I miss that?
It tastes really fresh. Quite often when you get like an extra something or other added, like a jelly or a little kind of, I don't know, jam, it can be a little bit too sickly. But I think this is really balanced with the cream feeling so beautiful, light, airy, but also so stunning in texture. Wonderful vanilla flavour to it. This is perfect. Honestly, I think the actual tart itself makes such a difference that it's really nice and crumbly and tastes really fresh. Yeah, incredible. I probably haven't described that very well, but that is that's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Oh, she went with a 10. Damn.
Boom, here's the bill. That came to £31.75 for 3 items. I did buy a few extra items at Claridge's.
Okay.
Overall, with the packaging, with the branding, the little, obviously, sit-in is lovely.
Yeah, the way, like, how nicely everything was packaged, I feel if somebody was inviting us over for a dinner, I would love to go and spend like 50 pounds on just a bunch of these, and then bring that over as kind of like the gift that we were bringing, especially with how nice it looks. Or even like a birthday, right? Like someone's birthday.
To kind of 17% here in the UK. Overall, 9.75. Okay,
That's
next
a high
up we are
rating.
going to the most expensive bakery in the UK. All
right, here we go.
Also, a
Let's
quick
see it.
shout out to the Dorchester. They don't have a bakery, but they have this little like cake shop down the side. Always nice. You can go in, have a bit of a mooch, have a nose, and yeah, they are not cheap either. It's funny how all of these expensive bakeries are literally within walking distance of each other, Mayfair to Knightsbridge. And next up, we are at the Berkeley Hotel, which I've reviewed. I've reviewed
is this
all
like
these
a really
hotels if you
rich
are interested
area?
in seeing what it's like to stay at these fancy places. But they have a very famous bakery on the corner.
I want to stay in a very expensive hotel. I never really have. I think the nicest hotel I've ever stayed in was here in Nashville. And I don't even remember what star rating it was. It was cool, but I want to stay in like a really expensive hotel one time just to try it.
We have Cedric Grolet. He has a Michelin star and he's the #1 pastry chef in the world. This place is like a museum. Look at these cakes. Wow.
What?
Wow.
This is insane.
Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. Mango tarts. So these are...
Look at this thing. That is just art. I would feel bad eating it. You know what I mean? It looks so good that I would probably put it in. We have one of those little, I don't even know what the hell you call it. A big stand with the glass cover that goes over it that we put some like our baked goods in. I would just put this in there and let it sit there for a while so I could stare at it.
£45 each.
45 pounds?
Big,
Okay.
They are stunning. Oh gosh, what are these? Is that
That's
a vanilla
wild.
chocolate cake? I'm not sure. Vanilla flour. These are all £45. Oh, the vanilla marble cake, this is a smaller one, that's 35. These are £15 per cookie. They've got a chocolate and vanilla and a peanut cookie and a chocolate and coconut one.
What?
I think that might be the middle, not sure. And then the croissants are £7 each. They're
See what I'm talking about? These ones look bigger. These ones look bigger than the other one earlier.
humongous, but wow, £7. Pain au chocolat is £8, pain suisse £12, and then the flans, etc., are £14 each. Wow, 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 look at these. These are stunning. You can dine in as well. They've got some nice little seats. It's a really beautiful hotel. I mean, fancy pants indeed. And then the real fancy things,
so
the top tier here, people, £18 for each little cake. We're gonna have to get one of these, I think, in a croissant. Okay, I'm gonna have to work up on the screen what these are because they sound incredible. Can you believe that is a chocolate shell on the outside?
Vanilla pear gel, caramelized pear, and caramel ganache.
£18. These are the top tier. We've got £5, £14, and now we are at the most expensive. These are £18. Look at that vegan mango thing. Vanilla gel, mango, ganache, and chocolate. Wow, and then they like spray it to make it look like a mango.
This is crazy.
Look at this one. Grapefruit. Was that the coconut? Oh my gosh. And then...
I just gotta say, I am so happy that we're checking out this video. All right, so whoever recommended this to me literally sent it over to me. I think within one day after it was released. They didn't put their name down, but they said, I'm reluctant to recommend this because you might like it too much. Oh, yeah.
A hazelnut, 18 quid. Look at that. Oh, which one should we get? Wow. Good, secured. Look at this bag. It's got like laser cut flowers in it, so it's see-through.
The most expensive bakery has got some fancy toilets. Are you joking? This is absolutely stunning. Look at the sink. Gosh,
Jesus
wow, they must have a good
Christ.
margin built in. Look at that. Side note, this is also something that Harrison showed in a video and I didn't really realise where it was. Can we just acknowledge this toilet?
What?
What? And then you press in the water. Okay, that's bougie.
The lady that served me was so nice. If you want to come in here,
So
have a
bougie.
nose, just to kind of have a laugh or whatever, they do not mind. I know it probably seems a bit like intimidating because it's like a door like this, but don't worry about it. Even just to have a look at the loos. Can't believe that. That's amazing. Right, let's sit and watch the traffic go by. They do have outside seating, which is a free-for-all, and you don't have to pay service charge, thankfully. And they did have cutlery to go and the Berkeley Hotel branded napkins. I feel like this should be Cedric, but yeah, branding on the back. The hotel branded. The pay
did she say
service charge,
Berkeley?
thankfully. And they did have cutlery to go and the Berkeley Hotel branded.
Yeah, see, I would say Berkeley. No. Yeah, okay, that's
I feel like this should be Cedric, but yeah, branding on the bag. Look at this stunning box, and I did get a little bottle of water. I can't get over that bag. That is actually gorgeous. Starting off, we have the croissant, which was £7. I
gotta get one.
This has got to be the most expensive croissant. Absolutely hilarious. Look at the layers on this. Incredible. I mean, it should be at £7, right? Let's see. I can't believe how lovely. The woman in there was so friendly. Oh my gosh, I'm making a mess. The birds again.
I would bet everyone's very friendly that works there.
And yes, it is literally towards the end of the day. So how fresh is this going to be? Okay, very light, almost creamy in a way. It's all the tons of butter in it, no doubt. It's got a very light crisp to it, but I think the actual texture, it sounds silly on your tongue, all those layers, feels really interesting. Oh my God.
Imagine being a pigeon in Knightsbridge and you live on Cedric Grolet leftovers. It's not too shabby, right? Have you subscribed? Please do.
Pigeon Watch. We haven't had Pigeon Watch in a while. Actually, I did a video on Gale's Bakery, because Gale's Bakery is the most expensive chain bakery in the UK, and you guys love that. And yeah, I got attacked by pigeons in that one as well. Look how small that is. I don't know how much it was. Never mind.
Look at the cross section of this croissant. This is so light and airy. Yeah, it's a real light crisp. And actually, pigeons aside, it's definitely not
so
as
fluffy.
messy as I thought it was going to be. Really nice. Is it worth £7? That's debatable. It is massive. It's almost like 2 croissants in one, to be honest. Look at it.
Okay, so maybe they are supposed to be a little bit smaller. She's saying how big this one is. But I feel like the videos that I have seen, some of the food videos that we've done in France, they're always, I think people that go and film like the shot content from food go and try and find like the most large, oversized food that they can possibly find, or like most extravagant. So
it's big.
Out of 10, I'd probably give that like a 9 out of 10. I do like that you can almost like peel the layers off.
Oh, dang.
How fun is that?
Yeah, you can.
It's also motorbike o'clock, so apologies if it's noisy in the background, but I had to get this vanilla flan. Look at the depths on this. It is absolutely massive. I appreciate, how much was this? This was £14. £14. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna need the cutlery for this one. Look at that vanilla filling. This is one crispy flan. Those crispy layers literally melt in your mouth. They are stunning. I'm saying wow so many times, I'm even annoying myself. Right, let's get the fork out. Oh, it's almost like jiggly.
I'm not a huge fan of flan, whatever. How did she pronounce it? We say flan. But
right. Now,
yeah, I would definitely try this.
For kind of like egg custard tarts and things like that. This is incredible, right? The vanilla flavor comes through straight away, and not in like a synthetic, flavored cake. You know what I mean? When you get like flavored stuff, sometimes it tastes a little bit synthetic. Obviously, this being so premium, the vanilla in it is absolutely gorgeous. The texture is actually a little bit firmer than I guess you'd get in a traditional egg custard tart. I know that's probably the wrong comparison, but you know what I mean. It's a little bit more firm, which I like, and it's actually not as, I guess, I was gonna say moist, but it's definitely a little drier, which I really like.
It's okay.
Mate, the motorbikes, the sirens. I'm just trying to make a video about cake. Oh. Also, I really need a camera person. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's not
that does look really
greasy,
good.
It's not oily. Those layers are crispy, but also melt in your mouth. That filling.
I would love to see how they make this.
Beautiful texture, and the kind of golden element on the top adds a little bit of crisp. Amazing. I've got to give it like a 9.8 when the bottom falls off. This literally just fell into my handbag. Oh my god, there's more in there. Oh no.
Should you get anything else?
So much in my handbag. That's not even funny. No, stop. This box is the star of the show. We hope this is
40-pound one.
Pounds for
okay,
this little
pounds.
Mango, which apparently is going viral on TikTok. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen it.
I am so curious to figure out exactly what the hell the inside of this thing looks like.
The time this video has come out. They've had it for a little while. The vegan mango. We have mango lime vanilla gel, fresh mango, mango ganache, and thin chocolate as the shell. Don't mind the crumbs, but just as a comparison, that's my iPhone,
so
and it's not an iPhone Max. That's how small this is for 18 quid.
Oh, that's not what I was expecting.
Oh, yeah. They said eat it within an hour. Okay, let's get a little bit with the crunch. Wow. Oh. I love mango. This is insane. It's very, very soft. That ganache on the outside is amazing. Beautiful creamy texture. You then have got that mango lime vanilla gel in the middle. Is a really nice kick to it. Gives it a little bit of a tang. There is that fresh mango. You can see there's little chunks of mango in there. I would like it if it had a little bit more structure because it does fall apart. I know some people
a
roll
little
their eyes
messy,
on that, but sometimes when you get a cake and it just falls apart, it's a little bit like, oh gosh. It's like an ice cream in the hot weather, but it is the flavor is stunning. It tastes so
I gotta go to this place.
Real. Obviously, it's got real mango in it. Absolutely gorgeous. Very rarely do you get mango flavored desserts because I always order mango passion fruit. Those are my favorites, but very rarely do they actually taste like the fruit. It's a bit of fun. Is it worth £18? One more bite. Actually, that's not true. I'm going to eat as much of this as possible until I feel physically sick because it's not going to travel home. Wooden cutlery.
After all three places,
Not
she's
the
got to
best
be
thing. I
pretty
know it's
full.
good for the environment and all that jazz, but I think I'm going to give the mango an 8.5. The flavour is stunning. I think for me, I just found it really difficult to eat, and I think if there's a few of you, you can kind of like get through all of it, but yeah, it doesn't hold the product together too well. But either way, the flavour's gorgeous. Right, Cedric's out of 10. I'm going to give it. I think I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Obviously, it is mad money, but the quality of those first two bakes were incredible. Yeah, that mango thing is a bit of fun. Definitely would recommend if you can sit in, share a cake or something like that. Between you can try a few different things. Definitely a lot easier than fighting the wind and the pigeons. Is mad money though, right? But yes, the total bill at Cedric's was £44. That is a lot of money. Is that how much it was? I have spent over £110 on this video, so very expensive baked goods
$153
indeed.
okay.
Does expensive mean that it is the best? That is debatable. Maybe I need to do a video on the highest rated bakeries because there's quite a few. There's a good one in Covent Garden.
I would imagine this last one she went to is probably one of the highest rated, if I had to guess. But all right, Hannah, fantastic video. That was really, really cool. Was not expecting to enjoy this as much as I did. Whoever you are that recommended this to me, you know me all too well. All right, I'm getting out of here, you guys. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.